Hey, what's up guys? We're back again with a nerf-proof graveyard freeze deck that has played at over 7,900 trophies in every single meta. There's a ton of top ladder Japanese players that have been beating the best players in the world without any champions using this deck. If your opponent's got ground bridge spam, they're going to get stopped in their tracks by Inferno Towers, Valkyries, and Bowlers. And air cards get shot down by the Inferno Tower, Archers, and Mega Minion. No matter what crazy ladder deck you play against, as long as you don't waste Elixir, you'll always be safe. Any Dark Goblins, Guards, or Goblin Gangs get bursted down by the arrows. And in double Elixir, sometimes the Bowler can even connect to the tower or bounce your opponent's units back, disrupting their counters to the graveyard. With the reliable splash damage of Bowler, Valkyrie, and Freeze to hold everything in place. So let's go move up a few places on ladder and assert dominance. Lots of love to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to support the channel. Thanks to Bespoke for sponsoring today's video. Bespoke is a monthly membership club delivering awesome boxes of top shelf goods from under the radar brands. It's free to join. You can skip a month or you can cancel anytime. Every month there's always new products, outdoor gear, barware, home and kitchen goods, clothing, and so much more. It's all based off of a preference quiz that you fill out. Every box is worth around $70, but you're only paying a fraction of the price. So you can decide if you want to keep it, swap it to a different box, or skip the month entirely for no charge. You only pay for what you want, and you get to discover a ton of cool new stuff. By far, my favorite box that I've gotten so far is the Over Easy one. I love cooking new stuff with my girlfriend, and the cast iron skillet has been coming up clutch. Every item that I've gotten has been incredibly high quality, and this skillet is going to last me a long time. I also got a leather pot holder, a Bloody Mary mix, and delicious pancake mix. And nothing beats pure Vermont maple syrup. And Bespoke has allowed me to be a lot more adventurous, trying things that I would never traditionally try and find some new hobbies. I've been having a lot of fun taking my meats, cheeses, and drinks to the next level with the handheld torch. It's always fun covering the food with the glass and just watching all the smoke swirl around. Smoked allowed me to try something new, and I ended up loving it. To get 20% off your first box, click the link in the description of the video and enter code SirTag20. Or go to bespokepost.com/SirTag20. Okay, so this guy's gonna go for skeletons. Not a huge fan of playing against someone that goes in for skeletons and wall breakers at the start, because you guys already know this deck works really well in double, and in single, we might be in some trouble. If he splits me thin, I might not be able to go in for graveyards for a while. This deck is super defensive until you find your opportunity, but it seems like we're in a damage lead because my archer just wanted to pierce our opponent's soul. I go for arrows. I kind of have to cycle to my Valkyrie, so that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to go in for the Valk on top of the Magic Archer. Will not lock onto my tower. We waited. Perfect timing. No, this is really bad. Oh, come on. He's running Goblin Drill instead of the one with Miner. Miner does no damage. Goblin Drill, on the contrary, that's going to be a huge problem every single time he does that. I'll need to give it full respect. Miner, it's kind of just like with its little plush toy bashing you, maybe a little tickle, but that packs a punch. I was able to eat the entire Valkyrie since he already did 1,000 damage on the other side. Pretty even here. It's fine. I'll take that. But he does want to go on the opposite side, so maybe I should have defended that a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to go for Bowler as soon as we can. Shut that down. Make sure that I go for Archers off to the side, so the Magic Archer is going to die to that. Look at the Bowler. Being smart. Finishing off all the Goblins. Much like Log, if the Bowler shot is able to kill the Goblin Drill, and it's the thing that kills the Goblin Drill, all of the Goblins explode there too. So, great trade for us. Do we want to go for a Valkyrie in the back and then build up a push? Because if he Magic Archers, we can snipe it with a Mega Minion and not worry too much, and then Mega Minion Graveyard. Mega Minion is an obnoxious card for everyone that's got Valkyrie, because the Valkyrie's just going to die. And then also on top of that, this guy's got Bomb Tower, so he doesn't have a defensive building that's going to aid on defense against the Mega Minion. So I like this a lot more. If we go for a freeze and we get some skeleton damage on top of the Magic Archer, it's well worth it. I just wanted the Magic Archer to walk up a little bit. I wanted him to waste his log. Look at that. He's not going to be able to stop the Mega Minion. The Mega Minion's going to go and swipe. Swiper, no swiping. But, dude, we are going to get so much value. 400 damage. Mega Minion is one of the easiest cards to defend in Clash Royale. But when you've got freeze and your opponent just doesn't have Elixir to stop it, it can be a huge problem. Most decks don't work well with Mega Minion, but Mega Minion's got some of the best defensive capabilities in the game. When your opponent tries to go for a balloon and snowball, they'll be able to kill your bats. If they've got arrows, they're able to shut down your entire minion horde even. But Mega Minion will stay alive for 3 Elixir, can completely counter a balloon and give you great value on defense in almost every situation. On offense, it's not that good, but if you've got freeze, it's not going to get distracted. It's not going to get shut down. It's not going to get destroyed as it would typically. So it brings out the best in this deck, specifically when you want the best defense possible for a limited amount of Elixir, something that's reliable since your graveyard freeze gets directly on top of the tower. You bet every single time the Mega Man will be your best choice. So I'm going to freeze on top of the Valkyrie so we can just get some strand of damage from the skeletons, and that's enough, baby. We walk away with a win. I was ready to pierce him again with the arrows, but Mega Man and skeletons simply just wanted to take it for the team. All right, we got a game against MM. What's up, dude? We're just going to go in for a bowler in the back, same side, and see what he's going to do. I don't really know what ladder players are going to whip out. Usually whenever we see Bandit, it should be a P.E.K.K.A deck, but there's a lot of crazy decks on ladder right now. Okay, Heal Spirit and Bandit makes me think that it's going to be 3 Musketeers, but there's also a Mother Witch here. Please tell me this isn't 3 Musketeers, Elixir Collector, Mother Witch, because that would be the worst thing in the world for me. If I graveyard and I freeze and I kill the Mother Witch, I'll be vibing. I'm going to do it. I need to do this. The only way... I'm traumatized. I don't want to play this. You have a mirror. You have a mirror Mother Witch. You literally have mirror Mother Witch. You woke up today and chose violence against my deck. If I win against this, you can win against anything. Man, this is an uphill battle if I've ever seen it. This is a journey up a mountain. I don't know if I can climb it, but we're going to try. So we're currently down 2,000 damage into the hardest counter that Clash Royale has ever thrown at me. And he is literally running Mother Witch Cycle into Graveyard Freeze. We don't have any big spell to kill it. And he's got a Golden Knight too. So I'm going to go for a bowler. I hope that it hits the Mother Witch. Please, Mother Witch, be stupid enough to walk into that. You're not even looking. You're not even checking both sides before you cross the road. You know, that's what my mama always told me. So I guess you're not a real mama. Maybe we can go in for a graveyard. But no, he's going to be back to Mother Witch, right? Because he's literally running Mother Witch Cycle. So what am I supposed to do? I got to find like the best opportunity possible. Yeah, he was back to Mother Witch because when you cycle a bowler and your opponent goes in for a Golden Knight, they can still cycle whatever card they dropped earlier. All right, we're going to freeze. I'm going to go in for a Valkyrie here. This is probably fine unless an Immortal Mother Witch just doesn't die. I mean, at level 16 with the Heal Spirit, I don't know what to expect at that point. Okay, I can graveyard. Oh, what did I do with the graveyard placement? One more tile lower. What am I doing? I'm inting. I'm griefing. I just want to lose the game a little bit faster, guys, apparently. Wait, that did a lot of damage. Wait. That did a ton of damage. I'm just telling you guys right now. Assume this guy doesn't have Fireball. Maybe we can rocket our way back into this game. Okay, Mother Witch isn't that big of a problem if I freeze, especially if I can hit the Heal Spirit, and then I kill the Mother Witch here too. The Bandit is really interesting. The Bandit is super interesting. Maybe it's not that interesting to you guys, but it's super interesting to me. All right, we're going to go for a Valkyrie because I need to be able to kill that. Oh, I'm clenching so hard right now. Okay, we know that I need to go for a graveyard, and I need to get the bowler to lock onto the tower as my win condition. Wait! He's 3 Musketeering all in one side. He had 3 Musketeers all along, but now he doesn't have any elixir. There's a chance we can do a dance. There's a chance we can win this one. Oh no, it's actually really bad now. It's real bad. It's real bad. It's real bad. I don't like this. I need to be able to defend with a Valkyrie, but I don't know if I can. I'm going to go for a Valkyrie and pre-arrows on a Heal Spirit. Oh man. Please let me afford the bowler in time. Okay, it's lined up with the Bandit. It's going to hit the Heal Spirit. No way. Guys, this comeback would be sensational. This would be the best comeback of my life. We were down so much. We were down so bad against the worst possible counter. The skeletons are thriving. One more hit. That's what I'm talking about, guys. So anyone that's saying,
Jake, you can't beat Mother Witch.
we beat Mirror Mother Witch with a Golden Knight when we were down 2,000 damage. If you win against this deck, you can win against anything. Let's go. So this guy's got the mini P.E.K.K.A Pancakes banner. That's my favorite banner in the game, and I still don't have it yet. Oh, maybe one day. Dreams will come true just like this guy's clan. So I'm going to Valkyrie in the back, just because whenever you see a Goblin Cage, that's a 4 elixir investment. I can't stand idly by as much as I want to and get to double elixir safe and sound, because, you know, that's just too much of elixir on the map. I got to initiate some type of response. Okay, we're in a bowler here, and it's not going to be able to push back the Dark Prince, but with the Valkyrie's help, I don't think the Dark Prince hits me. Electro Giant. So I was talking about this earlier. I think Electro Giant isn't that great into our deck. Since we've got Freeze, we can stop his Electro Giant from ever getting too close to us. Also, if you ever see a Barbarian Barrel or a Tornado dropped, you know you want to go for a Freeze on offense, because it's going to be very, very difficult for the opponent to be able to fathom a situation where they're able to, you know, eliminate all of the skeletons from the graveyard that have already stockpiled on the tower, since their cheapest answer is going to be those small spells. Even if they drop the Barb Barrel on the naked graveyard and then they don't have the small spell, you can go in for the Freeze. But if they drop the Barb Barrel on offense, or if they drop it on defense, or if they just don't have it in cycle, that's going to be one of your best moments to go in for the graveyard, capitalize on their bad card cycle, and punish them and do damage. So Always going to try to get them in a bad card cycle without their Barbarian Barrel. And we'll see if we can make that happen again. Love to see a Bar Barrel maybe on these archers or something. It's harder to get that to happen once he knows, but maybe we can still make it happen. Also, I love using Bowler. It's one of the most obnoxious cards in the game. Just consistently knocks things back, or it'll knock your opponent out by making sure that it locks onto the tower because of its absurd range. Everyone talks about Magic Archer as a win condition, but Bowler's got higher health points, and it feels like it does the exact same thing. So I'm going to get that Mega Minion to be able to snipe so then we can maybe get a hit here on the tower. I don't think it's going to happen, but if he ignores that, it would be very funny. Goes Baby Dragon to just stop the damage. Okay, do I want to go Baby Dragon counter with the Valkyrie really low? Yeah, I'm about to be at 10 Elixir, so maybe we can get some sizzle value with the Inferno Tower, like barely tickling the Baby Dragon. Okay, I can Graveyard here as well, and then I can freeze. If you Electro Giant and you let the Valkyrie cross the river, I don't have to freeze for a while. I can wait for you to go for the Barbarian Barrel and also the Ice Wizard, so now you don't have anything targeting my skeletons. Literally nothing. That's hilarious, because now we can go Inferno Tower, and we've got the tower down, so the Bowler is going to be able to help out. Both of our towers are also going to be able to shoot the E-Giant, and dude, that thing got shot away to oblivion. My goodness. I love this deck to counter E-Giant. As you guys can see, you walk away with a lot of wins. Even if your opponent's going to have double small spells to eliminate all of the graveyard skeletons, it's not going to be near enough. And if anything ever gets dicey, you whip out the freeze on defense and you shut down that Electro Giant. So this deck dominates in double Elixir, and unfortunately, he's not going to let me get there safe and sound. He goes in for a Goblin Barrel, whip out the Valkyrie. Pretty easy counter. Most people drop their Goblin Barrel here because they don't want to get like annihilated by the King Tower activation with Tornado. Minion Horde, so I guess he was expecting me to Graveyard. You know what? You're taking negative trades for days. Archers are counter pushing. Your Minion Horde's out of cycle. If you drop another bait card that's prone to getting frozen, you bet I'm going to do that. He's arrowing. I can freeze this. This is great. He barely has any elixir, and anything else that he drops is going to get prone to just arrows, so that's good. I don't even have to really respond to this besides a Mega Minion, so the Giant would deliver a lot of damage.
It was at this moment that he knew.
Oh, I forgot about that. He got back to Goblin Barrel. That's horrible. That's bad. I just have to recant every single statement that I just issued. I am a failure. That Giant just tanked for the Goblin Barrel to the point that I didn't expect that to. So sometimes crazy ladder decks just have a way of making your brain melt, and you forget that there's a Giant deck with Goblin Barrel. I was like, Giant Graveyard, that's what I'm playing against. Maybe it's probably because I'm commentating a little bit and I'm just haphazardly forgetting what my opponent's got. Maybe a Slowpoke used Amnesia on me. I don't know. But in any event, this guy was able to get a lot of value. So remember, he's going to have arrows and he's going to have... Oh, I didn't expect that to go backwards. Wow. That's really bad that he's got Barbarians too, because Freeze, that's kind of an arch nemesis situation where you can't really get damage through Barbarians if they've got Minion Horde and that as well. Barbarians kind of hate dying to Fireball, but they love Freeze. So just like, you know, even though we're shirtless, we got everything that we need to weather the storm. We got enough belly fat out here. If we go for a Mega Minion in the back, I think that's going to be our best bet. I want to use Bowler in the back every single time he goes in for a Goblin Barrel because it's going to be a better trade and it fully shuts it down, and then it gives me counter push. If I arrows, it kind of just stays on my side of the map, so it doesn't work so well for me. I think I'm going to be going in for an Inferno Tower very aggressively here. If I snipe the Wizard, oh my gosh, I wasn't even expecting that. Pro plays. Completely calculated. All part of the plan. Yeah, I'm just a pro gamer, guys. That's all we gotta say. We were rubbing our crystal ball and we got lucky. That was awesome. I'm gonna arrow this immediately so then I can maybe get the Bowler to lock onto the Barbarians or the tower. In either event, it's good for me. The Bowler's gonna lock onto the tower and roll a strike. Let's freaking go, baby. And the Valkyrie's still alive. Can I thrive with the freeze? This is aggressive. I don't know if it's worth it. I might be able to have that lock onto the tower. Remember, he's only gonna have Skeleton Army, so yes, let's go. That worked out so much better than I thought, and it went back towards the Giant last second. It didn't want to finish the job. It didn't want to, you know, be the entire reason our opponent loses. It just felt too bad to do it. I'm going to arrow here just because I know that I am able to win the game, guaranteed. I didn't want to, you know, throw the game by going in for arrows and then having the Goblin Barrel somehow do that amount of damage in that time. Retrospectively, looking back at it, I feel like a fool, but, you know, that's just how the game had to be played. We go for the Graveyard, we go for the freeze, and we walk away the win. I think the worst way to die in Clash Royale is getting like absolutely frozen to death by a freeze. It doesn't do that much damage and it just feels bad. Let's get it. So this guy is from Nova, Japan, so he is not going to be messing around. Usually these players are going to be playing very aggressive. I think Japanese players generally run Hog Rider or Graveyard or Balloon, at least from my experience with fast cycle decks. Okay, so this guy's going to have Musketeer and Goblin Gang. I have no clue what this is anymore. I've never seen Goblin Gang with Musketeer in my life. Oh, man. Okay, that's a Fireball as well, so he is playing aggressive. He is staying true to his word. I'm going to Arrows here, so we're able to kill the majority of the skeletons. Not all the skeletons, as you guys saw. One of the little Larrys decided to give me a little finishing blow. A parting shot, if you will. A parting present that we didn't want to see, but it is what it is. We go for the Mega Minion in the back, and then I can go in for a Graveyard if we need to. Ooh. Do the Spear Goblins line up so the Bowler can get a hit on the tower? The Scuffed Magic Archer, if you will. No, it didn't do anything. That's kind of bad. I can't Graveyard here. I want to freeze if you drop something that is easily destroyed. Oh. This is really interesting to me. Skeleton Barrel, Spear Goblins, Mortar with Fast Cycle. I haven't seen anything like this before. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like this. With Knight, it's got a lot of really underused cards with the Musketeer. You'd think it would have like a Dark Goblin for more bait usage, but I guess not. All right, we're just going to use our Valkyrie plus Freeze because it will be able to eliminate the rest of the Musketeer. And I could potentially Arrows here, but I think that the Skeletons are going to be able to swarm the Spear Goblins anyway, so it doesn't get much counter push, so not really worth it. Wait, the Archer's locked under the tower? Dude, you're not supposed to have that long of range. That's crazy. So if this is struggling for you right now in single elixir, imagine how bad it gets for you in double. Because if you think about it, all of our cards just function way better in double, and we're always going to be able to afford either the Bowler for the Mortar or the Inferno Tower for the Knight plus Skeleton Barrel that comes at us. Like, I'll have good answers every single time as this game escalates. So I think it was just better for me to wait and not play as aggressive as I did, and it still worked out for me playing aggressive. So let's get it. Let's see if we can go for Arrows if he goes in for Spear Goblins as expected. Pretty good play on his end. Does the Bowler give us enough value? Yeah, it finished off the Mortar, so yeah, that's fine. I'll take that trade. Archers, does that make it pop in time? I think so. And then the Mortar is just going to retarget onto the Archers and doesn't hit my tower, so I can still safely go in for the Bowler. Yes! I was wondering if it was going to be too close to the Valkyrie and like retarget onto my tower there for a second, but it's all good. Bowler, you are kind of going to give us some spares out here. You weren't able to hit a strike in the first ball, but you're able to make it happen later on. Easy Arrows, and the Knight is perfectly set up for success with that Bowler shot. What am I saying, guys? Basically Magic Archer, but better. Holy, that's crazy. I'm going to Valk here in case he goes in for a Knight. I didn't want to go in for an Inferno Tower. That would just been a really bad trade. I'm going to go for Bowler, Archers, and then I think I can get a Mega Minion down if I really want to. I think that's going to be our best bet. Ooh, great Fireball on his end, but fortunately, the Bowler retargets onto the Skeletons instead of having any masterful ideas of targeting the stuff in front of it like the Mortar or other units. That could have lost me the game. Okay, so we're going to go in for an Inferno Tower, and I think that locks onto the Mortar first. Ooh, he went in for a Knight. Great play. So that's going to be a 5 for 3 trade. Not a trade that we want, but it's something that we have to take. Remember, he's got Fireball, so I think it's going to be in my best interest to potentially Arrow on that just to minimize the amount of damage that he gets. And then I can Graveyard because it doesn't seem like he's got Bats or anything super scary. So maybe I can go for a Freeze on Spear Goblins and then just win the game. That's what I'm going for. I wasn't able to hit the Musketeer, so the Musketeer is still a problem, but a lot of the Skeletons are swarming him. It seems like he doesn't have a good way of stopping it. All right, we're going to Valkyrie on the other side just so the Mortar locks onto that for the transient period of time. And then I'm going to go in for a Bowler as well. I wonder if the Valkyrie on the other side was a bad play. I mean, it just means that the Mortar isn't going to ever lock onto my tower, but I had Bowler, so I think I could have gone back to it. But yeah, I think that was a bad play. I regret my decisions. I 100% regret that decision. And I'm going to have to eat a lot of damage because of that. I'm going to Graveyard. I'm going to Valkyrie here. It seems like he's going to try to Fireball cycle me or something. I can Arrows here quite offensively and then Freeze on top of the Knight. And he's going to go for Log, but the Skeleton should lock onto the tower if I'm not super unlucky. Yeah, we got one Skeleton hit. Okay, that's something I can mess with. We're not winning right now, but we're in a position to win. He's going to Fireball on the Archers 100%, so I need a Valkyrie after he goes in for the Fireball so we don't take any damage from the Skeletons. I'm going to get a Mega Minion down, so then the Musketeer is going to die. Ooh, the Musketeer got retargeted on the Valkyrie, right? Okay, cool. No here for it. I can Arrows on top of the Spear Goblins and the Goblin Gang. He has the Goblin Gang. He needs the Goblin Gang like yesterday, and he's doing it way too late. Come on now. Don't let him escape this fate. If I can go in for a Valkyrie here and then follow up with a Graveyard, we should be able to walk with a win. With 8 seconds remaining, even if he fireballs, it's not enough damage, so I'm just going to go for a high Inferno Tower and say hello to my sweet, sweet victory. GG, well played, and peace out. It was a pleasure playing against you. Super fun game, and I guess a really good player. And a pretty unique deck, too. Like, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an awesome rest of your day.